Hello students, myself Dr. Narendra Singh, Associate Professor in Physics, Department of Basic Sciences, Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. In this lecture we will study the light propagation in the optical fibers, and then we will determine some of the parameters on which the propagation of the light depends. Now the contents of these lectures are how the light propagated through the optical fibers. We can see then we have to determine the angle of acceptance, and it will be represented by theta max. After that we will just determine the numerical aperture, then the fractional refractive index delta, and finally we will determine the normalized frequency, which is represented by V. Previous slide. Here that is, we can vary this theta I, and it will whenever this theta I becomes theta max, then this phi, that is your internal angle, then this phi becomes a phi c. So here when theta I will becomes theta max and phi becomes phi c, then total internal reflections takes place. When this total internal reflection takes place, then the light will get propagated through the optical fiber. So by putting this theta I is equal to theta max and phi is equal to phi c in equation 1, we have theta max, sine of theta max will be equal to n1 upon n2 into cos of phi c. That is your equation number 2. Now similarly again we just use this Snell's law. Then here we have the sine of phi c is equal to n2 upon n1. From here cos of phi c is equal to root n1 square minus n2 square upon n0. We have n0 is nothing, that is the refractive index of this your rare medium through which the light is enter in the optical fiber. From here we just put the cos of phi c in equation number 2. Then we have this sine of theta max will be equal to root n1 square minus n2 square upon n0. For air, we know that this the refractive index of your this air will be equal to 1. So therefore sine of theta max will be equal to root n1 square minus n2 square. So here this theta max will be equal to, when we just calculate the value of this theta max, then it will becomes that is your sine inverse root n1 square minus n2 square. Here this theta max is nothing, this is known as your angle of acceptance. So now here we have to just define this, what is this angle of acceptance. So the angle of acceptance is nothing but it is the angle made by the incident ray, that is the maximum angle made by the incident ray with the core axis of the fiber, so that it will propagated through this fiber and will reach on the other end of the fiber. So that is the angle of acceptance. Here that is the one of the parameter on which this the signal propagations will depends. Now the second parameter is your numerical aperture. So here we simply define this numerical aperture, and it is represented by your n dot a. So numerical aperture is nothing but the sine of the angle of acceptance. So that is known as your numerical aperture. So mathematically it is your numerical aperture is equal to sine of theta max, and that will be equal to root n1 square minus n2 square, where this n1 is nothing, that is your refractive index of the core, and n2 is nothing, that is your refractive index of the cladding. So we can just slightly we can modify this numerical aperture mathematically. So we have some one more formula for this your numerical aperture, that will equal to that is your n2 into root 2 into delta. Now the one more parameters of this light propagation is that your fractional refractive index delta. It is represented by delta. So it is nothing but it is the ratio of the difference between the refractive index of the core and cladding with the refractive index of the core. So that is the fractional refractive index. And mathematically here delta is equal to n1 minus n2 upon n1. So we have the more parameters, that is known as your V number or the normalized frequency. So this the V number or the normalized frequency is nothing but it is the that is the one of most important parameter on which the signal propagation depends, that is known as your V number, or you can say that V number, or that is your normalized frequency, and it is represented by V is equal to 2 pi alpha upon lambda root n1 square minus n2 square. We have this alpha is nothing, that is the radius of the core, and lambda is nothing, that is the wavelength of the light in a free space, that is nothing but it is your that is the wavelength of the signal which is traveling through your optical fiber. We can modify this and we can represent it as your, that will be equal to 2 pi alpha divided by lambda n1 into root 2 delta. Here this delta is nothing but that is your fractional refractive index, which we already explained this fractional refractive index. Then one more parameter, that is your cutoff wavelength. The cutoff wavelength is nothing, that is the wavelength corresponding to V is equal to 2.405. Then this V number is becomes equal V is equal to 2.405, and it is known as your cutoff wavelength, and it is represented by lambda C is equal to, that is your lambda V upon 2.405. Here lambda is nothing, that is the wavelength of the light in your free space. Here as your this V is nothing but that is your V number. So thank you very much.